Hey, my name is Jimmy Prey. This is the Car Sharker, where we train closers. That's what we do. We train people to close car deals because I'm a closer. That's right. I close car deals. I'm also going to teach you in this video how to increase your sales. Increase them so much you're going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't been watching the Car Sharker before. Because Jimmy Prater knows how to close a car deal. That's right, I do. All right, now let's begin with, first of all, you clicking the icon, which is a subscribe button to my channel, and at the same time, if you hit that little bell, I'll give you a notification when more videos get uploaded. What's the difference between a salesperson and a closer? Now, we know a salesperson's a closer too. They just close the product. And the closer who closes the figures is the closer. But for this video, we're going to call the person who closes the figures a closer. It just makes it easier. The biggest difference between a salesperson and a closer, the closer of the figures, is that the salesperson is a schmoozer. A salesperson is a schmoozer. A salesperson is concerned about the needs and the wants of what the type of vehicle or the product that they are representing is going to be a good match for the customer. And the closer of the figures, they don't care about the personal issues of the client. They do not care about the personal issues of a client. As a closer, what I enjoy doing, and I love it, I love putting my hand in the client's pocket and pulling out their wallet and counting my money. That's what closers do who close the figures. They block out everything. A great closer knows what's going to happen in the deal at all times, because this is what they do. They're great people readers. They're great body language readers. Closers are probably got a different mindset than the salesperson. Now, let me tell you something. We need them both. No one's better than the other, because a schmoozer is better at closing on the product than the closer. Now, just like selling a vehicle, you have your ROE, your rules of engagement, your process. Same thing with the closer. Closer of the figures. They have their ROE, their rules of engagement, their process. Now, ask yourself right now, dealers that are watching this video, ask yourself, do you have a floor manager, a closer? Do you know what one is? Do you have the budget for one? If you don't have one, if you don't have a budget for a closer, you better find it, because you're losing a lot of money. You better invest in a good closer. Oh, I know what you're thinking. And desk guys, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're the closer. How can you be a closer and a desk guy? They're two different positions. A desk guy is an auditor. A desk guy is a bookkeeper. A desk guy is a CPA without a license. You're watching the numbers. You're making sure that you got great gross profit. There's a reason why they call the tower, because they get it from the airline industry. The tower, they oversee everything. You can't be the pilot and also be in the tower at the same time, right? How can you have your face in a computer screen working 3 to 5 deals and say, oh, I got to get up and go meet this customer? No, I don't want you talking to my customer after you had your brain inside of a computer screen. You're not a people person. I mean, I'm not trying to put you down saying that you're not, but at that time, when you're working, you're not a people person. You're a mathematical guy, because that's what sells vehicles, right? Logic, mathematics, and presentation. So you got the magic, you got the logic, and you got the presentation, right? Wrong. You got one of the three. You got the mathematical skills. The presentation comes from the salesperson. The logic comes from the closer. Because the closer in the ROE, the rules of engagement, has to create a story for the customer to understand why they're going to be spending so much money a month. The closer already knows what's going on in the deal more so than the desk guy will ever know. Now, even though the desk guy's already penciled it 2 or 3 times, hopefully no more than 3, with the salesperson before the closer goes out and shuts it down. Closers tell a story of why they need to spend and put down the monies, the monies that they did not even want to put down. The customer didn't want to put down a whole lot of money for a down payment. But the closer's going to paint that picture of why. Then they're going to attack. Now, I'm not going to tell you every single rule of engagement for a closer because we frankly just don't have time on a video. Because you know what? We just don't have the patience to watch a video all the way through. Dealers, if you're watching this right now, you need to be paying attention to this. Because I'm going to tell you how to increase your sales like there's no tomorrow. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you're going to say, I can't believe that I didn't see that video before. A great closer understands and can recognize a relevant and irrelevant question. What's the difference? Supposedly that closer's in on a sale, in on a close, and something comes up where the client says, yeah, I just don't like this car. Is that relevant or irrelevant? It's relevant. Now we got to just take the step backwards. Where a desk guy might say, well, let's just slash the pricing, give them all of the incentives, and give them a lot more. Let's bury ourselves in this trade-in. See the difference? You're in the numbers. And you think by slashing pricing, giving them all the incentives, and giving them tons of dough for their trade-in. That's what the desk guy does. Okay. You're that one that doesn't. You're the great one that doesn't do that. I'll tell you what, I've done both. I've done desking and closing. I can do both. I can walk and chew gum at the same time, and I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that can do the same thing. I just never met them. I mean, there's a couple people that work at the car circuit that's like me. But we're a different breed. You got to close. You got to close. You got to close. But as a desk guy, I can be honest with myself when I am desking a deal. Man, this is going to be hard for me to go out and talk to this client right now. You got to be honest with yourself. You can't wear 2 hats. You need a closer out there. You know what a closer does for you? It motivates your sales staff. A closer also trains on the ROE for both the sales and the ROE for the close. A closer is vital for your business. You close the product, you close the figures. You close the product, you close the figures. You close the product, you close the figures. What don't you understand? That there's 2 closes in a sale. 2. Closers also understand how to be creative. They also understand how they always let the customer win. It might not be until that customer is getting ready to go into finance. They might whisper something sweet and special in their ear. See, where do you go to get closing training? I'll tell you where you go get it. Right here. The Car Sharker. Jimmy Prater will come to your store and train your closers or your closer how to close car deals. Because there's a process to it, baby. There's a process to it. There's a process to it. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I don't like that guy's personality. He's too arrogant. Yeah, I am. It's not that I'm arrogant. It's just I'm confident because I know my job. I know how to close a car deal. Yeah, maybe I'm a little arrogant too. Now, seriously, I want you to make a ton of money. I want this business not to go away to the conglomerates of Detroit, Michigan to tell you how to sell cars because they do a great job. They do a great job. The manufacturers do an outstanding job of creating and teaching and training how to be a product specialist. But they're not training the desk guys. They're not training the closer because for whatever reason, where's that missing link between the salesperson and the desk guy? Where's it at? Now, I told you earlier on in the video that I was going to tell you how you're going to increase your sales. How are you going to increase it? How are you going to increase it? Ask yourself how you're going to increase it before I tell you how you're going to do it. You watch the video. Yeah, it's not because you're going to hire me. It's because you're going to hire a closer. Then you're going to call it car sharker and we're going to train your closer. Listen, if you can close a car deal, you can sell anything in the world. Anything. I love this business because other industries look at us like, wow, I want to be those guys. They can make fun of us all they want. But in reality, they want to be like us. We are different people. We want to learn how to close. We don't want to be complacent. We know that the best medicine for complacency is training. We know that we need training on closing. Let's close some car deals. All right? Now, do me a favor. Go sell something.